So obviously you started your business in 2019, you said, and then COVID hits and you are in a space where it is very face-to-face. What was that all like? How did you adapt? What was that experience like, and how do you think it impacted what you do today?
I was actually very grateful because I had been jumping on planes, delivering. I was pretty exhausted. I didn't realize it until I stopped. And I actually I know that sounds terrible. I know there's a lot of like tragedy and everything else, but for me personally, I actually really liked having space to just stop and not have to see people, which is strange because I do like people. Sometimes I just need to, recharge.
We need a break sometimes, don't we?
Yeah. But what surprised me, then I just jumped on, like, because I wanted connections. So I just kept jumping on these Zoom calls and I'm like, actually, these are quite exhausting. But the interesting thing about my podcast was then people were asking me, hey, how do we, our clients now want us to deliver these remotely. Like, what the hell do we do now? And so I was kind of, with the guests that I'd get on my podcast and my Facebook group, we were all just sharing ideas, and we were just, honestly, I think we were just cutting edge in terms of what these virtual workshops were looking like and how we engaged, and jumping on virtual happy hours, just testing technology. So it became actually like awesome for my business, because if anyone wants to learn about workshops, they'll notice like there's a series of 50 episodes, which is purely about the best tech tools, like how to engage virtually, how to read virtual body language, all of that. So again, just pivoted with the times and became really responsive to what people were after. And
so
it all moved. Yeah. But it was actually great because I had all these global clients and working from my spare bedroom. So, and that's kind of continued as well. So about 60% of my clients are virtual around the world, 40% in person.
Oh, I love that. Do you think we've gone completely back to in person, or do you think it's still a bit of virtual, a bit of in person, like a bit of a hybrid? What do you think?
Yeah,
where do we land?
I think it really depends on the leader of the organization. Because if you look at Elon Musk, like he was like, right, come on back in. Now, the scary thing about that, I don't mind Elon. Like, I think what he's done has been pretty tremendous, and people bag him, but like, what has he done? It's pretty amazing what he's doing. Anyway, he's got a whole manifesto around bringing people into the office. And so I know like Meta and Google are trying to do the same thing. And a lot of other organizations around the world look to these companies as sources of inspiration. But I really think it reflects the level of trust within an organization, and kind of old school leadership is for people to be productive, that we need to see them.
Yeah.
Absolutely not the case. Whereas it's definitely hybrid, but it really reflects the culture of the leader, their level of trust, and their belief around what is productive, what is an output, what is a result. I find the companies that are embracing it are actually they're able to recruit talented people. They don't really have a problem with that. It's the people that are finding it very challenging.
Yeah, I do feel like you've got to almost offer both, like, because it's really interesting. I find that I just reflect on my own working style. And as a business owner coming from corporate, I really struggle not to work 9 to 5. And of course, I've got clients as well, so they're all online 9 to 5. But I struggle with the mentality of, if I'm not behind my laptop between these working hours, clearly I'm unproductive. And I kind of berate myself, you should be working right now. And I'm like, why do I still think like that?
It's so hard to break that. I'm with you. I'm totally with you. And there's a really great activity. My friend, Jenny Blake, she wrote the book Pivot. She's a former Google career development coach. And she's just gets you to like sort of plan your ideal day and what that looks like. And honestly, for me, I love working with US clients. So tomorrow morning, I've got a call with someone at 5:30 in the morning. Perfect. Like, I love that. Then by 7 o'clock, I've like won the day already. Go do some exercise, come back. I feel like as business owners, most of the great ideas are outside, that they don't happen in front of a screen. The screen is for execution, but the creativity, like that, all this red carpet, like that idea came from just being at a cafe and just not even on to work. But you're right. Presenteeism culture is still reigning. Yeah,
totally. And it is so funny. Like, there is this literal thing that happens to me at 5 p.m. when I become more productive and I become more, it's like this weight has lifted off my shoulder. And it's like, okay, now I can think clearly because I am in control of my own destiny. And I get so much done after, in, air quotes, after hours, because there isn't the stress of you should be doing it right now and productive. It's bizarre.
Yeah. And that's why like I do a lot of great work on like holidays when everyone else, like during the Christmas break, everyone's like on these beautiful holidays, but because we don't have kids. So like we're not going on holidays when there's school holidays. That's ridiculous, right? We go on
Yes.
holidays when everyone
Yes.
else is back.
Yes.
so,
Good strategy. I
so
like
they're
that.
all away. And I'm like, you're right. Because there's no temptation of checking your inbox or anything else because you know nothing's coming through. Everyone else is on break. And I find that like same as you with your 5 p.m. rule. Well, not
Yeah,
rule, but
it's
way of working. Yeah.
totally. It's so good.